There are not one, not two, but three judges in charge of the same case on Judge Judy's new court show. And it makes sense that they called it hot bench. What Judge Judy does to him makes him lose. Everyone should stand up and follow the rules. The courtroom is now open for business. You should be on your toes because this bench is hot. Do not begin with me. So why these three? Judge Judy at the Beverly Hills slideshow told us that. Judge Judy, who is wise and doesn't put up with nonsense, is having a hard time. Things have taken a surprising turn in her life. After being married for 13 years and loving him, Judge Judy split up with him. The decision is in. Not long ago, the Queen of the Court talked about how she got her divorce papers given to her for a shockingly sad reason. People were shocked to hear about the split. Everyone knew that the pair couldn't be apart. They'll always be seen in public together, and on social media, they'll share bits of their lives. What could have made Judge Judy do something so terrible with her marriage? Let's find out what happened between Judge Judy and her husband. The love story of Judy and Jerry. Judge Judy, Judith Sheindlin, is a famous TV judge. On her daytime court show, Judge Judy Sheindlin says she is very aware of the chaos on the streets across America and knows exactly how we got there. Pay attention, they met for the first time in 1976 at a New York City bar where lawyers like to hang out. It wasn't love at first sight because Judge Judy was rude to them the first time they met. Jerry Sheindlin said that he had just finished a case as a defense lawyer and was now eager to spend some time in the bar to get himself back in shape. He was talking to a reporter from the New York Post when Judy came up to them. At that time, she was a lawyer. Judy pointed at him and then touched his face with her finger as she asked the reporter who he was. Love didn't really happen at first sight. And who is this, she asked as she walked right up to me and stuck her finger in my face. He was mad at how she was acting. She was really rude, what gave her the right to stick her finger in his face and ask who he was. You might also be wondering if she was drunk. She wasn't, though. A reporter from Extra asked Jerry about his anger toward her, and he told her very clearly to take her finger off of his face. They had no idea that they would end up together. Judy and Jerry, on the other hand, started going out together and soon became dating. Judy said she had meant to point her finger at his face because she thought he was cute. In an appearance with Katie Couric, Judge Judy also said that her shoes looked great. The two people in love kept dating, but things quickly got complicated because Jerry was still married to Suzanne Rosenthal. Jerry and Suzanne were still together. Judy ran into trouble with this. She didn't know why he wasn't divorcing Suzanne. She got angry at how he was acting about separating his wife. He asked her not to talk to him until he filed for divorce, so she did. As promised, Judy stayed away from Jerry. She didn't talk to him again until he married someone else. Jerry and his ex-wife officially got divorced in 1997. In April 1997, he married Judy in a courthouse. They lived in New York with their 5 kids after they got married. Jerry came with 3 kids from a previous marriage, and Judy came with 2 kids from a previous marriage. We will talk more about this later. Before 1990, things were going well. But then Judge Judy asked for a divorce because she was having a hard time. What could she have been going through that would have made her want a divorce? Let's find out. The split up. They got married in 1977 and were together for more than 10 years. But things started to go badly for them in 1990, and they had to make the hard choice to file for divorce. Judge Judy asked for a divorce after being married for 13 years. Everyone was shocked by this news because she was thought to be a tough woman who kept her home in order, as she ran a family court where couples could settle their differences. Her marriage didn't look like it would last, but it did. You won't believe why. Judge Judy had to deal with a terrible loss that shook her whole world. In 1989, she lost her father, Murray Bloom. She called him her hero and biggest fan. She was clearly upset about his death, which hurt her a lot, because he left a hole in her heart that no one else could fill. Murray Bloom helped his daughter because he was a dentist. Judge Judy said that her father always thought she would be different and told her to be different. The bond between Murray Bloom and Judge Judy was so strong that she wore his glasses for the first few years she was on the bench. But after Judy's father died, her marriage to Jerry started to have problems because Judy said her husband, Jerry, wasn't supporting her enough. Judy complained to her husband that he wasn't being there for her or giving her the care and love she needed as she grieved the death of her father. Judy asked to be taken care of. For more than 12 years, she had taken care of Jerry. Now it was his turn to do the same for her. But Jerry didn't understand. He had no idea what to do. How could he make her feel better? It had been a year since he tried, but she kept moaning that he wasn't doing enough for her. He was used to being taken care of like most men. He didn't know how to be a wife and love and care for her like a wife or mother would. What Makes a Marriage Last was the subject of a documentary with Marlo Thomas and Phil Donahue, which will come out in May 2020. How can you keep your love going? You can become aware. You can invest in your marriage like it's the most important thing you'll ever do. Jerry said that Judy had told him they couldn't stay together if he couldn't change Dot. She told Jerry what she wanted from him. But what came next will shock you. Jerry asked Judy many times to be more clear about what she wanted him to do, but she wasn't. That's why Jerry chose to ask her how she would like to be cared for. He asked her what she wanted him to do for her: feed her, carry her, or keep her warm. It was a long list, but all she could say was take care of me. The answer wasn't clear. Hasn't he been taking care of her the whole time? What was the reason she wouldn't just tell him what she wanted? He told her he didn't know how to do it because he was stressed and confused. Judy then said she would get a divorce from him. This made Jerry say, "Oh yeah, I dare you." The next day, Judy gave him the papers for the divorce. That came as a complete surprise. Jerry was shocked when he got the divorce papers, but he signed them anyway. Judy's marriage was at its worst. As a judge who often helps couples work out their differences in court, everyone was shocked when the news of their split spread. Why couldn't she make her marriage work? When Judy Bloom lost her father, Murray Bloom, it shook up the once happy pair. Judy felt alone and unsupported by her husband. Hartwell Counseling says that even the closest couples go through a rough time when they are grieving. Communication, safety, closeness, and other things can be affected by it. During times of loss, one or both partners may experience changes in the regular balance and dynamics of the marriage that can be upsetting. It turned out this way for Judy and Jerry's marriage. She was upset and wanted to know that her husband loved and cared for her, but she wasn't getting it. Several studies have shown that grief can make people feel powerless, angry, guilty, and resentful. In the same way that Judy did, she felt powerless and angry while she was grieving her father. She became more angry because she thought her husband wasn't being loving and helpful, which led her to ask for a divorce. An exciting story about Judge Judy's breakup and her search for love again. They've been through a lot and are still madly in love. Have you ever been through something like Judy did? Let's keep telling our story while you think about this. After the divorce was complete, Jerry told everyone that they were splitting up. This got a lot of attention from lawyers and people in the entertainment business. It caught them off guard that the lovebirds who gave them ideas were going through a split. In response to their divorce, some people felt sorry for them, while others said it was because they were too busy with their busy jobs as lawyers. The public eventually learned that Judy's divorce was caused by her grief over the death of her father and her feeling that Jerry Sheindlin did not care about her. Jerry, on the other hand, said that Judy's inability to speak with him was to blame for the divorce. She didn't talk to him because she was too busy with work, which made their relationship worse. But Judy and Jerry were still friendly with each other after their breakup because they respected each other. They missed each other, though, while they were apart. It was like the saying, "Absence makes the heart grow fonder." The first week that we weren't together, I missed having her around. We hadn't seen each other every day in years. When Marlo Thomas and Phil Donahue were making their documentary, Jerry told them that it was such a strange experience. They both agreed that Judge Judy missed him, but she didn't talk to him until he called and asked to meet up for dinner. Judy agreed to go on the date. Judge Judy and Jerry got along great at dinner and talked like old friends. In addition, she told him about the bad dates she had been on, including one where she told an overweight lover to change his mind about ordering dinner. Jerry told her that he was glad to hear the story because he knew she would come back to him afterward. But is this really true? Let's find out. The second marriage, a year after their split, Judge Judy and Jerry kept seeing each other after their dinner date. This was a surprise. He always spent time with her and heard about their days. It was Jerry Sheindlin who said in the documentary What Makes a Marriage Last that things changed after they got divorced every year. He said that he had gone to pick up Judy from family court like he did every other day, and took the streets of downtown Manhattan to get home. But as they walked home, he told her he could no longer spend the whole time with her without being married to her. He wished she would marry him again. He laughed, and Judy asked him when he thought they should start planning their wedding. He also told them that they could get a marriage license at the clerk's office, which was just up the street. She seemed to be kidding to Jerry. But they went to the clerk's house together. As luck would have it, they asked for a marriage license. However, instead of having to wait 24 hours as is usual, their license was given to them right away. Who could have seen this coming? Right away, Judy called her 40-year best friend to offer to be maid of honor, and Jerry called his son, who works as a lawyer in downtown Manhattan, to offer to be best man. After that, a quick call to Jerry's friend, a judge on the New York Supreme Court, who conducted the wedding in his office. There was a new wedding for Judy and Jerry Sheindlin. Judge Judy and Jerry Sheindlin have been married for a long time and have a happy family life. They have been married for 46 years, which is a very long time in the show business. After being apart for just 1 year, they were back together, married, and swore they would never leave each other again. But for Judy and Jerry Sheindlin, their love story didn't end when they got divorced. It went on even after they were no longer together. Because he didn't want the same thing to happen again, Jerry paid close attention to Judy and showed her all his love, care, and support. They've been together since 1991, which makes their marriage 47 years long, if you count the 13 years they were married before they got a divorce. Judy and Jerry Sheindlin's marriage can teach us a lot. Let us look into some of them. When asked how they've been able to stay together for 47 years, Judy told E! some tips to her happy marriage news. She made it clear that lovers shouldn't be together for 24 hours straight. She said that being together for 24 hours was dangerous. Couples shouldn't just spend the whole day together. They should do other things too. Like her and her husband, they could both follow their dreams and show who they are while still being married. She told me the second secret, which was about her physical desire. In a 2021 interview with People, Judy said that she still looks at her 90-year-old husband when he goes into his room because she thinks he looks good. But she said that as people got older, they changed a lot of things, like how they looked and how much they weighed, but they could age in a classy way by staying fit and looking good, just like she did. Judy also said that partners should talk to each other and help each other as the foundation of their marriages. It wasn't her first marriage. In fact, Judge Judy was married before, but the marriage ended badly. Let's talk about it. The first time Judge Judy got divorced was in 1964, when she married Roland Levy. He was a lawyer, and she had just finished from law school. When Fox's show talked to Harvey Levin, she objectified him because she thought he was hot and because she felt pressured to get married because all of her friends were. She didn't marry him because of the pressure, but because she wanted to have her children when she was in her early 20s and become a doctor. Before Judy married Roland, she worked as a lawyer at the cosmetics company. She quit her job 2 years later to be a stay-at-home mom after having her daughter Jamie in 1966. In 1968, with her son Adam, Judy spent her 7 years as a stay-at-home mom taking care of her kids. She was bored after that time. When she talked to Harvey Levin, she said that being a stay-at-home mom wasn't for her. That's why she chose to go back into the world as a working mother. She thought she could have both, but it didn't work out that way. Judy got a job as a lawyer in a court in New York. They were married, but being a lawyer made things hard. My husband wrote the line in the book about the piece of paper, "We were young together. Both of us had been married before, but I was ready to start over." Because she was always working, she didn't have much time for her husband or children. Roland, her first husband, and she often fought because she wasn't available and had a lot going on. Roland never had time to do her job because she was busy at home and she didn't see it as a real job. She was upset about this and she started to dislike him. But Judy and Roland got a divorce in 1976 because they couldn't figure out who they were. She wanted to work, but he wanted her to be married and a stay-at-home mom. She is both a wife and a mother. After her split, Judy had 2 kids by herself, but she changed her life so she could be there for her kids while also going after her dreams. She did meet Jerry Sheindlin, though, in 1976, and they got married in 1977. They have 5 kids together and raised them together. They worked hard to make their family work while also going after their dreams, and unlike Roland, Jerry was there for them. In 1982, Judy made a big step forward when Ed Koch, the mayor of New York, praised her hard work. He liked how straightforward she was, so he made her a supervising judge in the Manhattan section of the family court. Judy was known as a tough New York City judge by most people in the city. A few people even called her mean, but Judy didn't agree with these labels. A piece about Judge Judy was written by Josh Gatlin for the Los Angeles Times. She was a woman who was driven to make the courts work for everyone, he said. Judy's life changed when this story came out. She was asked to be on CBS's new show, 60 Minutes. Judy became famous across the country after she appeared on the show because of her sharp wit and smart talk. Sometime soon after the show finished, CBS offered her a job to host a reality courtroom show with real cases and real decisions. Judy was glad. As a result of accepting the job offer, Judge Judy, a TV show based on real cases heard in Judy's courtroom, was born. Judy quit her old job and focused on being Judge Judy. Judge Judy is an American television court show that started airing in 1996. It was based on arbitration and was led by Judge Judith Sheindlin. Television watchers liked the Judge Judy show. Nielsen said that over 9 to 10 million people watched it every day, making it the most popular court show. Interestingly, from 2009 to 2021, the Judge Judy show had higher ratings than the Oprah Winfrey Show, making it the most popular afternoon show. For 2 weeks a month, Judge Judy and her staff filmed court cases 3 times a week and produced 10 to 12 cases every day. When asked how they did all that work, they said that they worked long hours. There were 25 seasons of Judge Judy over the course of 25 years. But the show ended in July 2021 after winning a number of awards and praise. In February 2006, he was given a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. In October 2012, he was inducted into the Broadcasting and Cable Hall of Fame. In April 2013, the vice presidency of the UCD Law Society gave him an award among many others. Guinness World Records also said that Judy was the longest-serving judge on a courtroom show and that her show was the longest-running courtroom show. Think about how Judy Sheindlin's life has changed since she was a stay-at-home mom and is now a famous person all over the world. It was said that Judge Judy made $25 million a year in 2005. Forbes put her at number 13 on their list of the wealthiest women in show business. In the meantime, Judy started a reality television show called Judy Justice after she quit Judge Judy in July 2021. Judy Justice first aired in November 2021, and ever since then, it has only been available on Amazon's free viewing service. Streaming made it possible for the first regular court show to air. A Gen Z feature was added to Judy Justice to make it stand out from Judge Judy. This feature is the use of a stenographer to quote evidence to settle disagreements. One more thing, Judy's robe is maroon, not black like Judge's often is. Judy Justice has been a hit for Judy Sheindlin. For the first season of the show, she got the Daytime Emmy Award for Outstanding Legal Courtroom Program. The award makes her the only TV judge to have won it for more than one court show for both Judge Judy and Judy Justice. Judy is a famous author when she's not in court. Winner or loser by how you choose, what would Judy say? Be the hero of your own story. And the New York Times bestseller are some of the books she has written. It's true that dumb people will always be dumb. In New York, she went to law school, got married, had kids, stayed at home, and then became Judge Judy. Several thousand women and couples have been moved by Judy Sheindlin's story. But she still credits her husband, Jerry Sheindlin, who has been there for her and helped her through everything as the reason she was able to do what she did. Jerry says that his wife has been a rock for him and helped him become a better person. To the Los Angeles Times, they asked him if his wife's success made him feel scared. He said it didn't. He loved being there for his wife. He also said that there is a great man behind every great woman and a great woman behind every great man. By taking care of themselves, they were able to reach their goals together. But Jerry and Judy are still in love with each other after 47 years of marriage, even though there were some hard times. The house Judy and Jerry Sheindlin own is worth $9 million, and they live in Newport, Rhode Island. Also, guess what? Sheindlin's family has grown from 5 kids to 13 grandkids now. Wow, what a beautiful and moving story. You lost something important, and it made you do something you would never do again. Please tell us what you think in the comments. Don't forget to share, like, and follow for more. Also, click on the next video that comes up. It will be fun for you.